Do you ever think about becoming a millionaire, a famous singer, or the hero of an incredible story? That's completely normal. But what if those imaginary worlds became so exciting that you started choosing them over real life? Sometimes we spend hours pacing around our room, listening to music, acting out conversations that never happened, while our real goals slowly disappeared. This isn't just ordinary daydreaming. Psychologists call it maladaptive daydreaming, a fascinating habit that millions of people experience without even realizing it. So, what makes a maladaptive daydreamer different from an ordinary dreamer? Let's explore 7 psychology-backed traits. Trait number 1. They create extremely detailed fantasy worlds. Most people imagine random moments. Maladaptive daydreamers create entire universes. Their stories often have recurring characters, complex plots, emotional relationships, and even fictional histories. Sometimes these imaginary worlds continue for months or even years. Their imagination feels less like a passing thought and more like living a second life. Trait number 2. Certain triggers pull them into daydreaming. A single song, a movie scene, walking alone, looking out of a window. These everyday experiences can trigger long periods of immersive daydreaming. Many people report that music in particular makes their imaginary stories feel more vivid and emotionally engaging. Trait number 3. They lose track of time. One of the strongest signs is time distortion. What feels like 10 minutes can quietly become 2 or 3 hours. Important tasks get delayed, homework remains unfinished, emails go unanswered, not because they are lazy, but because they become deeply absorbed in their imagined world. Trait number 4. Their fantasy feels more rewarding than reality. Psychology suggests that fantasy can provide temporary emotional relief. Inside their imagination, they may feel admired, successful, loved, or completely understood. Real life, by comparison, can feel slower, more difficult, or less satisfying. The danger begins when imaginary success replaces real progress. Trait number 5. They secretly act out their stories. Many maladaptive daydreamers don't simply imagine. They may smile, whisper, move their hands, pace around the room, or silently act out conversations while daydreaming. These behaviors often happen automatically and may stop as soon as someone else enters the room. Trait number 6. They know it's imaginary. Maladaptive daydreamers usually know their fantasies are not real. They are not confused about reality. The challenge is that the fantasy becomes so enjoyable or comforting that it is difficult to stop. That awareness is one reason many people feel frustrated with themselves. Trait number 7. They want to stop but struggle. Many people with maladaptive daydreaming decide they'll spend less time daydreaming. Yet they often find themselves slipping back into fantasy without intending to. A powerful imagination is not a weakness. It's one of the greatest gifts the human brain possesses. The goal isn't to stop imagining. The goal is to make your imagination inspire your real life instead of replacing it. Which of these 7 traits surprised you the most, and have you ever experienced any of them yourself? Let me know in the comments.